Okay, so have you ever spent like hours on a resume, really perfecting it?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
tweaking every single word, you get the formatting just right, and then you hit submit on like 10 different job applications, and
Yeah.
then nothing.
Yeah, it's like it goes into a black hole, right?
Like, seriously, does anyone even read these
That's
things?
the problem with these automated systems. They can be brutal.
It's all algorithms, right?
Yeah, applicant tracking systems, or ATS for short, they're designed to filter applications, but let's be honest, they don't always get it right. You know what I mean?
They miss the human touch.
Exactly. And that's what's so frustrating for job seekers. You feel like you're shouting into the void.
Right. You're like, hello, is anyone out there? So, what can we do about it? Well, there's this tool, RoleCatcher, that claims it can help us cut through all that noise and actually get our resumes seen.
That sounds promising. Getting past those bots and into the hands of a real human, a recruiter who gets it.
That's the dream, right? And that's what we're diving into today, RoleCatcher. It's this all-in-one platform that's designed to help you navigate the sometimes overwhelming, often frustrating world of online job hunting.
And it seems like they have options for everyone, whether you're just starting out or, you've been in the game for a while. Free tier, paid co-pilot tier with some really interesting AI stuff.
Yes. And that's what has me intrigued. We've got job boards coming out of our ears, right? We're constantly updating resumes. And don't even get me started on trying to predict interview questions. RoleCatcher brings all of that into one place.
I mean, organization is key in this whole process. It can be so overwhelming. So how does it tackle that?
So imagine this. You're scrolling through LinkedIn, you see a job that catches your eye. Instead of just hitting apply and hoping for the best, you use RoleCatcher's browser plugin. It's called RoleCatcher.capture.
Oh, browser plugin. So it just like grabs the information for you.
Yes, it grabs the information, the job description, everything, and saves it straight to your RoleCatcher dashboard.
Okay, that's handy. Way better than a million bookmarks or trying to remember where you saw that perfect posting.
Right, and this is where it gets really interesting. RoleCatcher takes all that job information and analyzes it. It figures out what skills they're looking for, and then, get this, it compares those skills to your resume.
No way. So it tells you what you're missing.
Well, it actually gives your resume a score based on how well it matches the job requirements.
So it's not just about having a good resume in general. It's about having the right resume.
Exactly. We've all been there staring at our resumes like, is this the right version? Should I emphasize this or that? RoleCatcher takes the guesswork out of it.
That would be a huge confidence booster, for sure.
Absolutely. Confidence is key, especially when it comes to those nerve-wracking job interviews.
And I see from your notes, RoleCatcher also has tools for that, right? Helping you prepare.
Oh, yeah. And remember that black hole feeling we talked about? Remember how frustrating it is to put your heart into an application and never even hear back? Well, RoleCatcher tries to tackle that head on. And it all starts with understanding those applicant tracking systems.
Right, those ATS things.
We've all heard the advice, tailor your resume. But how do you actually do that in a way that gets you noticed, especially by those AI gatekeepers?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
So how does RoleCatcher help us beat those bots?
Well, this is where it gets kind of cool, right?
Sure.
RoleCatcher actually analyzes the job description, like really digs into the language.
Oh, interesting.
It figures out the keywords, the skills, even specific phrases, things that will make the ATS system, sit up and take notice.
So instead of just throwing keywords in and hoping for the best, it's giving me actual insights based on that specific job, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like having a secret decoder ring. It'll even suggest like how to rephrase things on your resume, maybe highlight different experiences to better match what they're looking for. It's all about getting past that initial screening, getting you in front of a real person.
Oh, that's so smart. Like speaking their language, but in a way that still feels genuine to who you are and what you can bring to the table.
Exactly. And speaking of getting in front of a real person, let's talk about the interview process, because RoleCatcher has some really neat tools for that too. Remember that database of interview
Oh,
questions?
yeah, the massive one. How many were there? Like a zillion?
It was a lot, something like 120,000. I mean, nobody can prepare for all of those.
Right, that would be
The
insane.
point is, it's not just generic stuff. It's super specific. You can filter by industry, job title, even experience level.
Okay, so if I'm like going for a marketing position that needs strong social media skills.
Boom, you can pull up a list of common questions just for that, social media marketing. You can even find questions that are like unique to certain companies. I actually had an interviewer ask me about my spirit animal once. Can you believe that?
What? No way.
Swear to you. So you never know what to expect, but at least this way, you You're as prepared as you can be.
That's wild. Okay, so this is all about knowing the questions beforehand, or is there more to it?
Oh, there's way more to it than just memorizing answers. You don't want to sound like a robot. That's where the AI feedback comes in. The Copilot feature, it's pretty impressive.
Okay, so this is where the AI really shines.
Big time. So remember how it analyzes your resume, make sure it's optimized. It can actually do the same thing for your interview skills.
Mm-hmm.
You can record yourself answering practice questions, and it'll give you feedback.
Wait, like it's watching me.
Not watching, listening.
Yeah.
It'll analyze your delivery, how fast you're talking, your tone.
Oh, wow. So much more helpful than just practicing in front of a mirror or with a friend.
Right. The AI picks up on those subtle things we might miss, like using filler words too much or, rushing when we're nervous.
I do that. I'm a terrible rusher when I get nervous. That's amazing. So much good stuff for the actual application and interview process. But what about when you're not even sure where to begin? Like what you want to do career-wise?
Yeah, feeling a little lost. They've got something for that too. It's called the Career Compass. It's about finding the right job for you, not just any job, but the one that fits with, your goals, your values, all of that.
Okay, tell me more about this career compass. I'm intrigued.
So you put in your info, skills, interests, experiences, like everything, even your hobbies,
So it's looking at the whole picture, not just your past jobs.
the whole you. And it uses all that to generate this map, like a literal career map with different paths you could take.
So I could discover something I hadn't even considered before.
Totally. It's like having your own career counselor in your pocket.
This is incredible. Honestly, I'm blown away by all this. This is amazing. It's like we focus so much on getting that job offer, but what about everything that comes after?
Right. Like building a career, not just hopping from one job to the next.
Exactly. And that's where networking comes in, which reminds me, we got to talk about RoleCatcher's network management tool.
Oh, yeah. Networking. It can feel like a whole other job sometimes.
Seriously, keeping track of everyone, remembering who you talk to about what, it's a lot.
Yeah, but RoleCatcher actually helps with that. They have a system for it. You can keep all your contacts in one place, make notes about your conversations, even set reminders to follow up with people.
Oh, that's smart. It's like a CRM, but for your career.
Exactly.
I need that. My brain is not equipped to remember all those details.
Hmm.
So helpful, not just for landing the job, but for, building those relationships over time.
Right, which is what it's all about long term. And on top of all that, they have this giant library of resources like guides, templates, even an employer database with like tons of info.
Seriously. It's like they thought of everything. Even if you just use the library, it would be so valuable. So much good stuff.
It's all about giving you the tools, to take control of your career, whatever that looks like for you.
I love that. It's so empowering.
Definitely.
So to everyone listening, if you're out there, feeling stuck or frustrated with the whole job hunting process, definitely go check out RoleCatcher.
Even if you're not actively looking, I mean, their free features are worth exploring. See what it's all about.
I'm sold. This has been eye-opening. Who knows, maybe this will even inspire some of our listeners to explore the world of AI, see how it's changing things in the job market. Maybe that's your next career move.
There you go. Always something new to discover.
That's right. Well, this has been great. Until next time.
Hi.